There's a story in the Bible about the children of Israel. And the children of Israel were about to go into their promised land. And I promise I won't preach a sermon. So there's no, you don't have to get the offering ready. Hold on that. But the children of Israel were about to go into Canaan land. They were about to go into the promised land. And they were to send 12 spies into the promised land. And they sent the 12 spies to check out the land. Now with any group, you send back a group of people and they all have different ideas about what they just saw, even though they all saw the same thing. But what was interesting is they all pretty much agreed that it was good land, but they disagreed with what they could do with it. Now one group said, hey, we can take this land at once. We can overtake the inhabitants and take this land at once, and it'll be ours. But then the other group said, whoa, wait a minute. They said, wait, we can't take that land. There's giants in the land. We can't take that land. Now at the end of that particular text, as the people were giving the message that has become known as the negative report, or the one that said that they can't get, or they can't take the land, at the end it says, and we were as grasshoppers in our own sight, and so there we were in their sight. So what they're saying is, it's not so much that the giants saw them and said, there's grasshoppers. They saw themselves as grasshoppers and subsequently projected that image over to the giants so that they would perceive them as grasshoppers. Again, the definition of the imagination is forming a mental image that is not perceived as real to the senses. Now, I would tell you that there's no way that those characters in that story perceived that they were in fact insects. They didn't perceive that to be real. They used their imagination to keep them. As a matter of fact, that very thought caused them not to, those very individuals never walked, they saw the promised land. They never got to participate in the fullness of that because of how they perceived themselves.